And now our spotlight game for the week. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. We got Jelly Boy for the Super Nintendo, a European only release originally. It released on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It's one of those weird, colorful platform games that feels like it drifted in from another dimension. You play as a stretchy green, purple. I don't know why I wrote green. Blob navigating a surreal toy box world filled with wind up enemies, colored like hazards, chunky cartoon environments. Right away, the game stands out for its bizarre tone. It's cute on the surface, but just strange enough to feel slightly off. Gameplay revolves around Jelly Boy's ability to morph his elastic body into different shapes, kind of like a boy in his blob, which is what I always confuse this for. It has simple puzzles that you solve. Um, you reach otherwise inaccessible areas through this ability as well. The levels are packed with secrets, branching paths, and collectible items that reward exploration. Uh, it's pretty punishing. It's got some slippery controls and tricky jumping, but it has developed a cult following among retro platforming fans. So it's got that going for it. Another thing I noted is you collect music notes that scatter when you take damage, kind of like Sonic's rings. It never reached a mainstream recognition um, in the Super Nintendo catalog outside of that cult hit status. It's just a fascinating screenshot of the era, a time when developers were willing to take big creative swings with odd like weird mascots and experimental mechanics. Today, it's remembered as less a hidden masterpiece and more as a memorable curiosity. And when you duck, you turn into a duck, which I think is funny.
Right, right. Or I'm pretty sure that when you collect oranges, you get more time, which might be reference to Clockwork Orange. Um, so shout out to
Oh, that's funny.
wherever I read that. Um,
The
uh,
thing that I first noticed, and you can see it in our gameplay footage if you're watching the video version, is this like Toyland aesthetic,
Yeah.
which it's just like I'm like, how many games have we seen this in? It's a million. It's in the X-Men arcade game we were talking about earlier, the Wolverine levels. It's in the Mario Land Game Boy games. It's in so many. It actually looks a lot like the Wayne's World Super Nintendo game, which might have been the same developers actually. Um,
It was.
it was, yeah. So there you go.
really?
Just like I don't know. I feel like there's nothing new here in terms of level design.
It, right, right, which was my overall feeling towards it. And the fist coming out of the stomach was an interesting
Thank
choice.
you. Thank you for addressing that because
Like
that
like
that
how
was
many
the
times did they sit down at the table and say like, "Hey, the fist coming out of the stomach, does anyone else think that this might look like something else?" But like nobody brought
I
it up at
took
the office because no one wanted to be the pervert, like the office
I
pervert.
took it as they were planning the game and wrote, "What's the attack going to be? Crotch punch." Okay, and then it turned into what it turned into, and everyone went, "Yeah, sure, that's what we meant." But that stuck out as odd to me. So my initial thought on it was, where was this when I was a kid? Well, it's a PAL game, so we were never going to see this. So I'm glad it's on the service. I think it's got great visuals and decent music. I think the premise is hilarious. That the point of the game is you trying to meet who's in charge of the building. Like the fact that that's all they and they're like, and we'll do all this weird gameplay around that. Okay, cool.
Show
Uh,
me to your manager.
This was
yeah,
also a
yeah.
late
So
Super Nintendo release as well, so that adds to why it's so obscure. It came out in March of '95, so the
right.
PlayStation
So
was out at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. And when I compare it to like, but I'm thinking, I'm playing through it, I'm like, is there anything here or like anything to come back to or like anything I would recommend? And like I think like I try to put myself like if I played in 1995, I'm gonna be a lot
Mhm.
more understanding of the controls. But at the same time, if you were to compare it to like Super Mario World, like or like it's there's no comparison really. So um I don't think the controls are like really hold up then or especially now. Um I find it to be just kind of like a like it looks good, sounds good, but just kind of a whatever kind of game. Like like why would you come back to it?
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I enjoyed my time with it. I didn't get to play much of it because, life. This is one I almost would have liked to see come back, kind of like Toe Jam and Earl, like just somebody do a new game and expand on the weirdness and see what they come up with. Uh,
I honestly
but
think
yeah,
though, if you're gonna do that, bring back a boy and his blob before you bring this back, because I don't know if you've ever
I
played that
think they
game.
bring that back.
They did?
I
Nice.
I think that came back on the Wii, to be perfectly
Oh, you're
honest. I
right.
think
You're
like
right. You're right. So there you go.
so
Wish
that's been done.
granted.
So Jelly Boy can come back. And you can call it Jelly Boy Not Ready for This Jelly. Like that could be the title. Um, I
Sure.
think all that works. But yeah, ranking, I mean, I put it at 106 because I enjoyed it and it was weird. So that let it, stand above the stuff below it. But the odds are pretty good. I'm never going to go back to play it again. But I enjoyed just going down a little odd journey with this crotch punching blob. So
Me too. Me too. It's like there was nothing like real bad about it, and I like the idea, I like the concept. There's apparently 27 different morphings or transformations. So it's I imagine if you imagine there's like replayability there if you're like really into this kind of game. I just think for 1995 it could be better. Like I don't know if I would give it more benefit of a doubt if it was like a 1990 like one game or something, but yeah, I think 95 I would if I was to play it then I think there's better options out there. But yeah, I like the graphics. I like the idea. I put it at 139 and right and usually I'm the one looking for reviews. I could only find one initial review, and that was from Computer Video Games Magazine. And right, so I guess because it was PAL only, not Japan, not North America. Quite odd. Um, but maybe it's a European thing. Also, maybe if I'm European, I would understand this game a little bit more. So, 139, I'm not sure if I would recommend it to anybody. Kevin, how about you?
The speedrunning community is not into this game. I checked into that, and at least on speedrun.com, there's only 2 runs, both from the same player. So he just beat his own time. And the time to beat is 1 hour and 12 minutes and 59 seconds. So if you want to try it, go out there and see if you can beat Jelly Boy any quicker than 1 hour and 13 minutes.
That's that's one
Um,
way of getting on speedrun.com.
anyway, I ranked this game 109. It was right below Pulse Man for Sega Genesis, and they both kind of had this left me with the same kind of that was nice. I don't know if I'm coming back feeling.